Alright, I want to go through an example of the delta math that you guys will be working on today. Unfortunately, Delta does not have videos created for these problems, so I'm creating one for you as a reference for you to watch back. If you have not watched the notes video that I asked you to watch yesterday, please watch that first. Do that assignment first before you try doing this delta. That will make things a lot more clear. So on delta, they're going to give you a problem in this form, and they're going to say you've got a triangle, and in this case it's triangle FGH, where side length G is 91 inches, angle H is 77 degrees, and angle F is 36 degrees. Find H to the nearest inch, and we're going to submit our answer in that place. So let's first draw a triangle. Hopefully that's big enough. And actually, now we've got our smallest angle is F GH. Side length G is 91 inches. G is always going to be across from the vertex G, so 91. And then we know that H is going to be 77 degrees, and F is 36 degrees. And what we're trying to find is, what is H? Well, the side length H is going to be across from the vertex H. So first things first, we need to match up, right? Because remember, law of sines is when we're trying to solve for a side length is A divided by sine of A equals B divided by sine of B, and that equals C divided by the sine of C. Now all I need is two pairs of angles and sides in order to actually do this problem. So first and foremost, it's always going to be using the pair that we're trying to find, so it's H, and that corresponds with the angle H. But then we also want to use another angle side pair that we know both items from. Now, there's no way for us to solve for any other side lengths, so I'm going to have to use the side length of 91, but I don't know what angle G is, even though I want to use angle G. So what is angle G? Well, we know that the interior angles are 77 and 36, and that is equal to, let's see, 70 plus 30 is 100. Add 13 to that, so 113. 180 degrees minus 113 gives us 67 degrees. So angle G is going to be 67 degrees. Now we know that we're going to be using the pairs of side length G and little g, which is going to be a side length of 91 and an angle of 67, and then we're going to use the angle of 77 and its corresponding side, which is H, but we don't know what H is. That's what we're trying to solve for. So let's draw a line in the sand and let's begin. The law of sines, right? You always start with the side length that you're trying to solve for. In this case, it's H. So H divided by the sine of its corresponding angle, which is 77 degrees. And that is equal to the other side length that we're choosing, which is, in this case is going to be the 91, divided by the sine of its corresponding angle, which is the 67 degree. So sine of 67 degrees. Now if I'm trying to isolate the h, I need to multiply both sides by the denominator on the left side. So I will be multiplying both sides by the sine of 77 degrees. It cancels on the left and leaves me with h equals 91 times the sine of 77 degrees, all divided by the sine of 67 degrees. From here, I just need to plug this into my calculator. I'm going to plug in this piece here, and it's going to give me my answer in the end. So let me do that in my calculator a second. So first I'm going to do 91 times the sine of 77, and that is equal to 88.667. I'm going to divide that by the sine of 67, and that gives me 96.325 inches. But they want us to round to the nearest inch, so I'm going to eliminate the decimals behind it, and it's just going to be 96 inches. And that is my solution. So when you go into Delta and plug this answer in, you are going to plop it right down in the text box. I do not believe you need to use any units because they already provide it for you. You just need to write down the number. So you would just type in 96, and let's see if I get it right. 96. When I type it in, I get the green check mark, so I'm good to go. So thank you for watching. This is 7 minutes long. You can play this back, start, rewind. Also, check out the examples if you're able to see one. Otherwise, I will post an example for you to see, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks, guys.